Hello friends, how is it going? It's me, Betty Jean. We are going to be doing my pink makeup favorites today. We have done so many colors in this color series. We're basically done. At some point I'll do browns. Honestly, I'm not rushing to do browns because brown is whatever. Obviously, I'm a colorful girly. I play with grungy and colorful makeup more than anything. Brown is not the first thing I reach for, but I will do it at some point because I do have like some brown lipsticks I really like, some brown blushes, things like that. But today, we are going over pink. I've been procrastinating this one just because when I first started this series, it was back in like February and like I'd already talked about like Valentine's picks. So I was like, this feels redundant to do pink again. So I was like, let me just do that one towards the end. And here we are. I'm also avoiding like pinky nudes or brownie pinks. I wanted to talk about pink. I wanted to talk about baby pink. I wanted to talk about things that like screamed pink. I didn't want things that were masking as a neutral with a pinky undertone, if that makes sense. I've also already done like a peachy coral favorite. So anything that I felt like leaned more coral that maybe you think I should have put in this video, it was probably in that video, as long as it was a favorite, of course. And as always, I am again not talking about every pink thing that I own. These are just my absolute favorites. I tried to narrow it down as much as possible, which honestly wasn't that hard because I do have a lot of like pinky nudes as far as like blush and lips go, so I really wanted to target like actual pink things, but it was still kind of difficult because I do have a vast makeup collection and picking my favorites can be hard because I love all of my makeup. That's not true. I have some things I don't love so much, but that'll be in the declutter series at the end of the year. Before we hop into my pink makeup favorites, I did of course film this pinky look. It should already be up on Instagram and TikTok and YouTube Shorts by the time this video goes up. And as far as my accessories today go, this is just a basic choker. I don't know where it's from. And these earrings are Spooky Doodle Club on Etsy. So yeah, without further ado, let's hop in and chat about my pink makeup favorites. All right, kicking it off with blush, I have some creams, liquids, single powders, palettes, things like that. So let's go over my creams and liquids first. For cream, this is the Nearly Rose melting blush from Rare Beauty. I love these melting blushes. I'll always say it, but they truly just like melt into the skin. It's so delicious and beautiful and just so pink and so lovely, and it blends so nice. Like you can go in with a really heavy hand and build it up, or you can go with a little bit of a sheer dabble, but it is so pretty. I also have two of the Rare Beauty liquid blushes. First is the one I put a little bit on in the center of my face today called Lucky. It is hot pink, like super pink, so pink, but when used in small amounts, you can get it very diffused and very lovely, especially if you're a ghost like me. But this would be so pretty built up, especially if you have darker skin. I think that would be so lovely. I also have this one called Happy. A lot of my pinky blushes from Rare Beauty were definitely like nude based, but this one I feel like is very like pink, like pig pink. It's very cute. I love these blushes. I think they blend out so beautifully on the skin. It's one of my favorite formulas. First single is my Kaleidos Baby Pink Cool Tone Pink Blush. I think this is called Dreamwalk. I'll have everything listed down below for you. This is so cute. I wore this like every day in the spring. It's just so pretty. That cool tone baby pink. It is so like playful and youthful on the skin. I love it. I love this formula. It's so good. Next is one from Game Beauty. This is called Panther. Another just kind of like bright, like almost baby pink sort of situation. This one's definitely quite a bit warmer than the Kaleidos one, but it's still like that very cutesy, playful, kind of bright, lighter pink. I have this one called Carnation from Lethal Cosmetics. It's so pretty. It has a very like glowy base to it. Again, kind of like a softer, cool tone pink, but it's so pretty. I live for the glow in their glowy blushes. It's so good. Moving on to palettes now. Both of my Likely Makeup blush palettes have fantastic pinks. In the Fairy Blush palette, we have the shade Rose Quartz. I talked about Sunstone in my Peachy Coral video. But this one is so cute. Again, just another one of those like more bright, cool tone pinks. I feel like this one was before its time. Like this is such a like trendy blush to wear now. Not so much when this first came out, but that's part of what I loved about it is because it was so unique to my collection. And in the Cologne blush palette, we have Carousel. Oh, so vibrant, so pretty. It's actually almost a little more cool tone than the Fairy Blush one and also slightly deeper. It's so just rich and yummy. I remember I used to not be very much of like a cool tone pink blush person. Now I can kind of go either way. I have my cool days, I have my warm days. I love them both. Moving on to Lunar Beauty in the Nude Prism blush palette. Obviously lots of pinky nudes, but I want to talk about this bright pink. Right here, super bright and fun and warm, so cute. Also in both of my Blend Bunny blush palettes, there's some great ones in here as well. In the Juicy Cheeks specifically, there's some good pinks in here, but I really want to talk about this bright pink. I live for how bright and pigmented that is. It's so good. And then in the Bare Cheeks palette, this cute baby pink. I love that we got two totally different moods with the Blend Bunny pink blushes. It's just so good. Moving on to highlighter now. Again, I have some creamy liquids. I have some singles. I have a couple palettes. So let's dive in. First liquidy one is Molten from Unearthly. These are such fun highlighters. They're so sparkly and gorgeous. And I'm very picky on my liquid highlights. This one's kind of like a pinky to like a greenish gold. It's really ethereal, very fairy-like. I also have this Slime Light from Freck. It's in the shade Space Face. These are really, really cool. Like I said, I'm very picky on my like cream and liquid highlighters. But this one is so good. Kind of like a pinky purple. There's almost like a weird greeny shift to it as well. It's so cool. Moving on to powder singles. This is Mars Melter from Kaleidos. This one's kind of like a pinky red, but I decided to talk about it now. I mean, maybe I talked about this in the peach video actually. If I repeated anything, I'm only a human being, it's fine. Not that serious, but it's so gorgeous, right? The one that I'm wearing on my face today is from Odin's Eye. It's Rose Sky. Just a really pretty, like sparkly, soft pink. It's so good. I love that shimmer. I also have Rosé Rave from Fenty Beauty. It's not as iconic as the How Many Carats Diamond Bomb, but it's still really good. I love the twinkle and sparkle that it leaves right there. It's like a translucent base with little baby pink sparkle. It's so pretty. This is Cupcake Crush from Bitter Lace Beauty, a super fun, very like pigmented pink. It kind of shifts from warm to cool tone depending on how the light hits it. It's really cool. My BH Cosmetics Aspen highlight palette, we have two pinks in here. We have Iced Out and Chill Zone. Two totally different vibes. We have kind of like a baby pink and then more of like that vibrant fuchsia-y purpley pink. It's super cool. And finally in my Blend Bunny Noctilucent highlight palette, we have the shade right here. You know, we can swatch this one as well because it's really cool. More of like a berry pink. Oh, I just love how sparkly these are. This is just such an iconic highlight palette. It's so good. Oh, look how beautiful. So wonderful. If I could only have one highlight palette for the rest of my life, it would probably be this. It's just too good. All right, let's talk eyeshadow palettes now. I don't even know how many are next to me. We're going in no particular order, so let's just dive in. This is the Futurism 4 VR Neon. The shimmer pink in this is just truly iconic. Easter egg. Oh, it's just so good. So vibrant and rich and amazing. I don't think this one's available anymore and I'm so sorry. I'm just as bitter about it as you because these should have stood the test of time in my opinion, but alas. If you have this, never let it go. The Sugar Pill Fun Size palette, we have two really cute pinks. We have a nice, fun, warm tone and one that's a little more cool toned. Right there, delicious, yummy mattes. The Melt Cosmetics Millennial Pinks palette, people hated this. I personally loved it. I thought it was so fun. We'll just swatch like these four. I think that'll be fun. Cute. I've never met a melt palette I don't like, so yeah. These are a little bit more neutral pink. I probably could have skipped it since I was trying to go for like very pink in this video, but you know, it's the Melt Pink palette. From Give Me Glow, I couldn't not talk about the Vivid Rose. It is just so ridiculously pink. I honestly should have talked about this for purple as well, but it like slipped my mind. But we're gonna talk about, we'll just talk about all four of them. Why not? Spill the Tea Rose is a little more neutrally when it's on the eyes, but we'll talk about it anyway. It's like a cute like baby pig pink. They're so pretty and so rich. Pigment on that hot pink is crazy. I always get fallout everywhere Also from Give Me Glow, the Pastel Dreams. If you're looking for a pastel palette, this is one of the best. These two pinks right here. Perfect, cutie little baby pinks. I love. From Gourmet Girls and Doodles by the Bunny, the Spooked palette that came out last year. This shimmer pink I just never get sick of. It's just so iconic, honestly. Right there. It's just so pretty. I love the shift in it. So good. From Fantasy Cosmetica, the Sorcerer palette, there are some amazing pinks in here. Really, this whole like little quadrant I want to swatch. Arcane's debatable. It kind of has a blue shift to it, but you know, we're already here, so we're just gonna swatch it anyways. Like goes from like blue to pink, but it's all four of these down here. Super pigmented, so amazing. From Lethal Cosmetics in the Theresa is Lethal palette. I love the shade Pew Pew in here so much. It's such a unique tone of pink. I don't have a whole lot like this because it's very pale, like a pig pink, and so cool tone, but yet it's not purple. I don't think I really have anything like this because even like this one and that one, they're so different. It's such a unique shade. Such a like a vintagey, retro-y kind of pink. It's so cool. Also from Lethal, the Wildflower palette that came out earlier this year. I want to swatch this bright pink, and I want to swatch this shifty pink right there. So super pretty. A lot from Shroud Cosmetics. Shroud always has some of my favorite shadows in general. So if there's a color that fits the prompt for the series, I'm going to talk about it. Both of the Creepy Cute palettes to start with. In the first Creepy Cute, Strawberry Milk, obviously. I'm still petitioning for a Strawberry Milk blush because it's just so good. Such a perfect baby pink strawberry shade. Also in the Creepy Cute 2, we have Safe Word. I love how this one is like fluorescent, but also muted. It's such a cool shade. In the Moonfall palette, we have the shade Soulstone. Such a rich, delicious pink. I love it so much. I like that rich berryness. It's almost a little purple, but in my mind, it's still like more on the pink realm than the purple realm. It's so pretty. Also the Arcana. This one's been out for quite a few years, but I just remember being so enamored by Enchantress. It's such a delicious, rich, like jewel tone pink. Such a pretty metallic, just rich, like dark pink. It's so cool. Next up from ColourPop in the Nightmare Before Christmas palette, there are some cutie pinks in here too, right there. I loved this palette. It just like takes me back to my like scene kid days, except I didn't know how to do makeup back then. But if I did, I would have been all over that. From my collab with Odin's Eye, my Planet Spirit palette, I put a couple delicious pinks in here and right there. Rescue and Sanctuary. I wanted rich, vibrant, warm, yummy pinks. So cute. Also from Odin's Eye in the Hella palette in collaboration with Angelica, I want to swatch this bright pink and this baby pink right there. Super, super pretty. From Unearthly Cosmetics, the Resurgence collab with Heather Austin. Nymph is such a cool pink because it's super like bright, kind of fluorescent almost, but like also kind of cool toned. It's just such a cool shade. I love these weird, unique pinks. I'm just loving this vibe so much. It's so pretty. The Millennial Pinks ones up top look literally brown compared to the rest of these. I can't talk about pink without talking about the Unearthly Cosmetics Sleepover palette. This is just a pink dream. Well, pinky purple, but we're gonna talk about these two. I feel like I'm running out of space so fast, but they are right there. From Nomad Cosmetics, the Verona Love and Death palette. It's a two-sided palette. So we have the smoky side and we have the pinky red side. I don't even know what I want to swatch. There's like so many good ones. Let's do this one, this one, this one, and this one. Right there. Super warm, yummy, so good. I'm so excited for the new Nomad palette. It'll have already like launched and I'll have already had a video up by the time this goes up because I'm pre-filming this for September. It's still August right now. And it arrives today and I'll be able to film with it for the reveal on Saturday. And I'm so excited. The Dragon Fruit palette from Cleona and Emily Violet Marie. I want to talk about this one and this one. Right there, kind of on the side of my thumb. So good. We have to go over the iconic Midas collab with Smoky Glow years ago, which does not exist anymore. I'm pretty sure the brand doesn't exist anymore, but so many good pinks. We have Rose, we have Colleague, we have Hello, we have Group Chat, all the icons right there. So pretty. In the Cosmic Brushes Delicious Delights palette, I want to swatch these three right there. Right here. Warm to cool. Super cute. In the Lunar Beauty Strawberry Dreams palette, this bright pink, can't not talk about the bright pink. So rich and vibrant and pigmented and all the good things. Put it in the worst spot ever, but it's right there on the side of my hand. And finally, from Blend Buddy, many palettes with many good pinks. I could have talked about every palette, but I decided to narrow it down. First, the Lure palette. We have this row right here. I'm not gonna do this one because this leans a little more purple in my opinion, just because of how deep it is, but the other ones are fair game. Gotta stop swatching on this part of my arm. They're right there. The Surge palette, my favorite palette. We gotta talk about the neon pink. And we'll talk about this one too. That one's really fun. I love that neon pink so much. In the unfortunately discontinued Primal palette, so many good pinks, but I love Nectar so much. Like there's something about that shade. It's just so cute. It's rich but light at the same time. There's just something about it that makes me happy. And last but not least, in the Blends palette, the most iconic rainbow palette, I really want to talk about this one right here. We can do sunsets as well. Cute. Oh, so many good pinks. I have a decent amount of room, surprisingly, so I guess we'll just move right into singles. I have a few to talk about here. First is Cupid from Gavisi. This one is so cool. Like this is the shade of Valentine's Day. Look how pretty that is. It's so good. This is Mia from Odin's Eye. I literally just threw this on the floor and it somehow didn't break. I'm so happy for myself. It's like a really cutesy light pink. It's so pretty. And from Lethal, we have Parsec, Spectrum, and Cobalite. They're so stinking pretty. Right there, Parsec, Spectrum, Cobalite. The first two are multi-chromes. Cobalite is their like pure metals collection where it's just like ultra metallic. I'm obsessed. I love seeing all of this. It's so fun. This arm wants to go to the Barbie movie. Okay, I'm gonna clean my arm up and then we'll talk about liners and lips. So I really don't have that many liners, but the ones that I have, I love. These are the two pencils that I wanna talk about. This one is Fluffy from ColourPop and this one is Pitaya from Odin's Eye. I'm wearing it today. I actually reach for this a lot. Like it is my go-to if I have any kind of bright pink on the under eye. Just so perfect, like just like the perfect bright pink. And Fluffy is a really good go-to for just like a baby pink waterline. Kind of cool tone, very light, very bright. I love. And then I have 4 water activated liners from Gavisi Beauty. I'm not gonna swatch these because they look exactly like they look in the pan. The one that I'm wearing today is Ocean Drive. I feel like this is Barbie pink. It's so cute. These are super easy to use. They take a little bit of time to get used to because it's something different, but you just mix a little bit of water, swirl it with your brush until you have a nice creamy consistency, and then you go to town, and it's wonderful. Easy peasy. Pink Velvet is like a pastel neon pink. I've used this so much if you can't tell. Roller Skate is neon, like warm, hot neon pink. And Fairy Tale is more of like a metallic bright pink. Super pretty. Honestly, in my opinion, the metallics are the easiest to use if you're new to like water activated liners. For some reason, these are just like even easier to use than the like regular formulas, like the mattes, I suppose. And finally, moving on to lips. Again, I was trying to avoid like pinky neutrals and brownie pinks. I just wanted to talk about like obvious pink. I have some glosses, I have some liquid lipsticks, so let's get in. From Sugar Pill, this is Friend Zone, more of like a warm berry tone pink, but I still wanted to include it in the pink video because I felt like it was more pink than anything else. Love these formulas. They're so slippy and comfy. I also have Purity from Sugar Pill. This one's like mostly like translucent, but it has like a baby pink sparkle to it that is gorgeous. From Nomad, if you need like a hot pink, that's gonna be this one. What are you called? Fée de Provence. It is super pink. Like Barbie wears that gloss for sure. Another kind of like berryish pink is this one, Bitchcraft from Lunar Beauty. Just like a little bit more of like a berry toned pink. It's not really red, but it's also really not pink either, but I didn't know where else to put this and I wanted to talk about it. I also have 2 of the glossy lip stains from Rare Beauty, or tinted lip oils. I just like made up a name, tinted lip oils, but they are also very glossy. Hope, I kind of don't want to swatch these because they do stain, like as the name would suggest. Like I will have marks on my hand after this. Just like a really nice, cute light pink. I love how cold these feel on the lips. They're so comfy. Also the shade Happy. I think this is the matching blush that I talked about earlier. Just like a nice, bright, pinky pink. And moving on to liquid lipsticks. This one from Menagerie, Hook, Line, and Sinker. Such a good statement lip. Like a really pretty, just cool toned, rich, kind of deeper pink. It's so cool. This one, Samantha from Unearthly Cosmetics, I think is so pretty. Like a raspberry pink. It's so cool. I wear shades like this a lot in the winter. I don't know why. This just like becomes my winter moment. Pinky Promise from Dose of Colors. This is like so insanely neon. Like probably the brightest pink thing I own in my entire existence. And Kaleidos. Kaleidos has quite a few pinky things. Pink Moon is the first one. This is the most subtle one. Definitely leaning on like neutral pink territory, but I love this one so much that I just really wanted to talk about it. Rosefire is really pretty. This came out, I think, last winter. Like a really pretty, like dusty, cool tone pink. It's so cute. And the one I'm wearing a little bit of today, I have mostly a neutral lip with this kind of padded in the very center to give a slight pink hue. But this is Cactus Flower. Another like super bright, iconic pink. It is so rich, so wonderful. I love the lip clays from Kaleidos. They're so comfy. And these are my pink lip picks. I'm really sick of the word pink now, so I'm gonna clean up and then we'll finish this video. Thank you so much for watching my video. I would love to hear your thoughts. Do you love any of the pink things that I mentioned? What are your pink favorites? Do you like to wear pink? It's not like my go-to, like I don't wear pink first. I have no problem with pink, but it's just not what I reach for first as far as colors go. But I love it. I love everything, like I said, from the cool tone baby pinks all the way to like a vibrant warm pink. It just kind of depends on my mood, but I would love to know your thoughts. Like, which pinks do you prefer? I think I'll always like gravitate towards like a dusty, rosy millennial pink first, like if I had to pick, because it's just so classic. But I would love to know like what your favorite pinks are. Please let me know. If you made it to the end of this video, lots of pink emojis. Leave me pink emojis. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It helps my channel out a lot. And if you're not already, you can follow me on my other socials. You can join the BATTYBEAN fam. I'm BATTYBEAN on everything, Instagram, TikTok, you know the drill. And if you want, you can subscribe if you want to see more of my videos. I'm posting most days here as well. Also, feel free to join my channel memberships. The link to sign up will be down below. You'll get fun little perks, including a members only get ready with me once a month. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Okay, bye. Lawnmower man is heading over here. I can hear him. He needs to turn around. I'm busy. I'm gonna lose my mind. They've been doing yard work all morning. I thought it was done and now they're back.